backyard. This nigga has a plantation, okay? Wow. When I was 18, he took me around to the bushes, pause.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I feel like once people hear that you're from Jamaica, they just assume that you're gonna talk in patois all the time. Like, English isn't our national language. Like, listen, every single time I hear someone attempt what they think a Jamaican sounds like, it's something like, hey man, everything going be irie, bro. I never heard a nigga talk like that in my entire life. I guarantee you that if Rebecca from New York decides to come down to the island for the summer and sees you on the beach and approaches you, she's expecting a wagwan bridging and for you to offer her a split. Like, patois is nice, but it's not the only way how we talk. Just like how in other countries, they don't sound the same. A nigga from Alabama is not gonna sound the same as a nigga from Atlanta. We have diversity, bro. And listen, I'm one to talk. I'm from what we call uptown, okay? I'm a uptown youth. In other words, middle class, which in Jamaica basically means that you're rich, even though you're not really rich because all of us are poor. In other words, growing up, my mom was an English teacher, by the way, and my dad both only really spoke standard English around me for the most part. And I went to private school before high school, so really and truly, I was super sheltered. On top of all of that, I didn't even really learn how to speak patois until I got into high school, like around grade 9. So, really and truly, I only really started talking patois properly when I got into like grade 12, going on to college. I say all this to say that it's really common to see people that barely even speak patois or in the Jamaican accent at all, especially in this day or age where we're low-key becoming really Americanized. Like, look, I have a friend whose little brother, I'm guaranteeing you this man does not know how to say a single wagwan properly. I don't think I've ever even heard my sister talking patois before. She dead ass, well no, she got the accent, she just talks in English. But that nigga, I stretch to even say that he sounds Jamaican, bro. He has not a lick of the accent in him at all. And he's in grade 10. He's about to graduate high school in 1 year. Wait, no, 2 years, grade 11. I don't know, overall I'll give that like a 3 out of 5. I can see where it comes from, but like, we don't talk like that. And bro, we don't say mom after every bum. Another stereotype is that we all smoke weed. And like, the majority of us don't, or at least maybe 50%. I don't do statistics, the fuck? I don't do statistics. And listen, I'm gonna be 1,000,000% honest with you. I have been in Jamaica my entire life. I've left the island a total of 3 times. My first time smoking weed was a couple months ago on a beach trip. And just to give you context, I know what weed is. It was possible for me to get weed, bro. My uncle has a weed farm. I'm not talking about like 2 or 3 plants that he has in his backyard. This nigga has a plantation, okay? Wow. When I was 18, he took me around to the bushes, pause.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
He took me around to the bushes behind my grandma's house. We went through a couple barbed wire fences, and then he just laid out his hand like Mufasa showing Simba the Pure Lands. This nigga had acres. He had a plantation. And I say all that to say, it was like, it wasn't gonna be hard for me to ever get weed. You get me? Now listen, back to the beach trip. A couple months ago, I went on a beach trip and I smoked weed for the first time. And to be honest, I absolutely hated that shit. Bitter as fuck. Absolutely disgusting. If I'm gonna be real with you, the only reason I did it was because moms that I wanted to talk to was doing it and I wanted a conversation starter. That shit was not worth it at all.
Brother, what's that, brother?
No, I'm tripping. I'm probably gonna try it again someday. But that first experience did not do it any favors. I will say though, a lot of people do actually smoke down here. But in my opinion, I feel like people in the States do it more than people down here do. Like, honestly, listen, you niggas have artists whose whole personality is just smoking weed and doing other drugs. You smoke more weed than us. Alright, so the last stereotype that I kind of want to go over today is that we only listen to reggae music. Now listen, bro. Reggae music is nice. It has a little vibe. You feel me? I cannot tell you 3 reggae songs I listened to since summer, and that's 1,000,000% honest. I feel like this is a stereotype that we really put on ourselves most of the times. Because honestly, if you go to most people and you tell them you don't listen to reggae or dancehall, they themselves will look at you weird. Like, bro, I told somebody the other day that I don't listen to dancehall and they genuinely looked me dead in my eyes and asked me if I was actually Jamaican. Like, nigga, what? Again, listen, diversity, bro. I listen to metal, I listen to city pop, I listen to hip hop. Dancehall and reggae are on the bottom rung of shit that I listen to. Hell, I even used to listen to Eurobeat when I used to watch an SLD, okay? Do not test me on my musical knowledge. I feel like this one stems from the fact that we as Jamaicans want to feel special, and reggae is our little thing, even though like other countries do more reggae music than us these days. And because of that, we try to tie ourselves to it, even though the culture in general doesn't fully appreciate it as much as it used to, I think. Which is why, again, I'm going to say we don't all listen to reggae. In fact, I think the majority of us don't even listen to reggae anymore. In fact, I think the majority of us listen to more hip hop than we listen to dancehall, if we're being 1,000,000% honest. But let's not have that conversation now, because I don't want any ignorant people to come at me and be like, yo, shut the fuck up, you're lying. Oh wait, I didn't rate the last one. So like for the smoking, I give it a 4 out of 10. Because like I get it, I get where it comes from. And I guess for this one I'll give it a 4 out of 10 as well. I guess I get where it comes from. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else to say. Peace.